less than an hour and a half, and the Ferrari will be sold. Look. Current bid is $62,000. I think that's pretty cheap to get a Ferrari, considering all the stuff that's done to it. So at noon, Pacific Standard Time, somebody else will have this car. Or maybe I will. So much snow. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Kids got a snow day from school, so I gotta take Tyler to the orthodontist, and I'm gonna shovel this all over again. All right, I just got home. I'm going upstairs to quickly refresh the computer and see what happened with the bid on the Ferrari 458. It's sold. Oh my God. So it's sold. I can't believe that this car is going to get rebuilt. Look at this. I mean, I've looked at the parts. I can't believe that this car is still like dragging along in my life. Now we really need to look at like, what's it gonna cost to rebuild this car? Is it really gonna be feasible that this is gonna somehow turn out to be like a good deal? I know there's a bunch of parts in the car that are aftermarket that are worth a lot of money, but still, I mean, it's got really high mileage. It's been beat to hell by me, you know, many launch starts. It did have some maintenance done to it just before it went down to Monterey and got hit. It got brand new carbon ceramic brakes put on the front. It's got an oil change and all that sort of stuff. Plus all the aftermarket parts are all intact, other than obviously the Liberty Walk parts in the front. But if you look here, you know, for example, on the car, the mirrors are both intact. The race mirrors from Ferrari, the wing is all still intact. Here in the back, none of this is damaged. 3 of the 4 wheels are still good. Even the one that got damaged isn't destroyed. It's just got a bend right here. So if you got a new barrel, which isn't super expensive, then the interior parts are all still okay, like the race seat and whatnot. So there are a lot of great parts still on this car. But the question is, what's it gonna cost to rebuild it? It does look like it's not a big deal, but trust me, there's a lot of work to be done here, and there are a lot of parts to be bought. For example, on the inside, you'll still need the driver's steering wheel airbag. You'll need the curtain airbag over your head. That stuff's not cheap, and it's really expensive, so that's gonna add up to be quite a bit. I've tried to Google it, and it's really hard to find those airbag parts. So we'll have to look into that. As far as the front end goes, look what I found. I found a complete front end rebuild kit. I can't even believe it. And they actually call it the Ferrari 458 front frame crash kit. So I'm almost wondering if this is like, you know, not an uncommon thing to obviously happen to Ferrari. So what do we have here? We've got both new headlights. We have all the rads that go up front. We have all the plastic inner wheel well liners. We have a new trunk bucket. This is where you put all your storage in the front of the car. New hood. Comes with a new windshield, which funny enough, my car doesn't need a new windshield. But if this one was in better condition, you could swap it out because the other one's probably got some damage on some level. So yeah, you have all these parts here. Let's have a look. You got all the frame rails. You got the all the subframing here. You can see more of the subframing. These are what were broken off on my car. These are worth about $1,000 each. These go on either side. Yeah, so this kit is $22,900. So we got $22,900 for the entire front end parts. And then we're gonna be looking at, obviously, gonna guess probably at least $10,000 in airbag parts, and then you got all the labor. So what do you think? 80,000 USD is what it got sold for, and then it's going to be 22, 23, 33. I mean, you could basically say for like $115,000, and then you've got labor, 125,000 maybe if you had a really good connection with a body shop, 10,000, 15,000 in labor. I mean, you're looking at basically being able to get into a Liberty walked, IPE exhaust, fully modified Ferrari 458 for like 125,000 US. And on the mileage is what, it's at 35,000 miles on the car. Is that a good deal or is it not a good deal? We should look at what some of the other cars on Auto Trader are currently going for, and we could potentially find out, like, is this a good deal or not a good deal? Make is Ferrari. We want the 458 model. Italia, lowest to highest. And we want to do radius, any distance, going for 164,000. This probably has 0 accidents on it. Here we go. 36,000 miles, yellow. This is a Spider, not a fair comparison. Let's have a look. What else we got here? 2010 coupe, only 8,600 miles in red, 180. So, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, you could buy a car with like a fraction of the miles on it with no accidents for 180. And I mean, we're already guesstimating that this car is going to be the $125,000, $130,000 price range by the time it's done being fixed. And it's going to have how many miles compared to this? I mean, it's going to have, my car's got 35. So it's got quadruple the miles, 4 times the miles than this car. It's going to be rebuilt status. And it's got some aftermarket parts on it, but I mean, does that justify having $50,000 only difference? 164. So let's have a look at this car. Oh, and it's black. Oh, it's a year newer. I mean, look at that. No accidents. A lot less miles, about 15,000 miles less. It's got some nice HRE wheels. So it's got some stuff done to it. It's not completely stock, some value there. So I don't know, what do you guys think? Tell me your opinions in the comments. Was it worth, getting this car and rebuilding it? Is it gonna be worth the $40,000 savings just because it has a Liberty Walk kit on it? It is iconic. It's special to, I think, a lot of people. A lot of people really remember this car, but would it be worth just buying another 458 and just recreating it without a deck on it and having lower mileage? Spending an extra, what would be 40,000 to get the car, and then you're looking at obviously having to get all the parts again, which I could probably get sponsored at this point. It's a tough question. Now, how many of you guys would actually like to follow the rebuild process of this car? Should I make a video series on it? I have a connection to the body shop that would do the rebuild on this car. I think it would be fun to document it. I think a lot of you guys would want to watch it kind of come back to life. I don't know that, I don't know. I don't really know. I'm losing my train of thought. I'm having mixed emotions right now about the fact that this car, is gonna be not just scrapped. I mean, at some point it's gonna end up back on the road. Not sure how I feel about that. Why don't you guys tell me how you feel about it, and I'll see you guys in my next episode. This is just a current day video. I made it literally just gonna finish filming this, edit it, and throw it up on YouTube because this happened today, right now, within the last 2 hours. The bid finished at noon. It's 2:00 p.m. Pacific Standard Time right now. Anyhow, leave your comments. Tell me what you guys think about all this. Car sold, it's gonna get rebuilt, and it's gonna be back on the road at some point. See you guys next episode.
Aside from my soul.